Hello, welcome to High Speed Hangover episode 13. I'm Liam Farr.
Unlucky 13. I'm DJ Grey, and this is a special show.
Yeah.
It's a commemoration show for my dear old mum who died this week, and I'm pretty choked up.
Well, let me carry on. Basically, in short, if you didn't read the status we just made, I just made.
Yeah.
Grey's mum died on Wednesday due to horrible long-term cancer. I mean, she's been fighting it for years.
And chemo shit.
I really got to, take a hat off to her. She's a long fighter. Now, I don't want to sound too wacky, but I do think it would be right to say this. But she was an extraordinary woman. If you knew her or not, I mean, there are a lot of people who've been affected by this. Grey's mates.
Yeah. Most of my mates knew my mum, and she was always out for a laugh.
A lot of metalheads. I mean, she wasn't a metaler herself, but
she did sing along to Acid Rain's Motherly Love with me.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
And she did. I mean, she wasn't a one to, but she wasn't one of them older women who'd be like that heavy metal racket. She
liked her 60s music. Now we could play some 60s music on here, but I don't think it would go down well with the podophiles.
No, we'll do a spin-off podcast and play it.
Yeah, we could do an extra special one. Yeah, with like 60s music.
Yeah,
my mum liked all the strange 60s tunes, like the wacky tracks, like Rolf Harris. Ooh, he's a bit edgy now because of the accusations, of course. But yeah, she liked stuff like that. And
how about we play "I Touched Myself" by Rolf Harris?
I don't remember. I didn't know he did that one, to be honest.
Well, it's like the dodgiest fucking song ever. It's about
it's like Timey Kangaroo Down Sport and...
Yeah, but it's about touching himself.
Did he? Fair enough.
Or we might play Jim Will Fix It, I don't know.
Okay, well, let's go. Should we play some music? So you play some music, yeah?
Well, I'm just gonna say that anyone... I mean, as you said, thanks for the condolences, everyone. I mean, we appreciate Grey especially appreciates it.
Yeah, definitely.
If you know him or not. So, yeah. Let's play a song from DJ Grey first.
Right, now this, well, as you know, heavy metal, we've got lots of sick and gory and depressing kind of songs, but that's part of life. We know that. We're thick-skinned. We don't let shit like that affect us. So just to prove that, I'm going to play the first track.
Let's say, for example, if Suffering reformed, they're not going to call themselves
Happy, Joy.
They're still going to be talking about depression and death.
They're still going to be called Suffering and sing about depression and death because they're very much a part of life. And I'd much rather hear about that than shit like I Kissed the Boy or some bollocks like that.
You can't avoid death.
This is fucking real life, man. Real life, real death. Anyway, the first song I'm going to play is by Cancer. Now, it's Cancer that's kind of carried my mum off, but they're also a fucking excellent UK band who've just reformed and are actually playing at Radfest, which is coming up next year. I think it's in May. And it's got loads of quality bands on that. Keep an eye out on Facebook for Radfest because it's gonna fucking kick ass. I'd like to go, but fucking financially, who fucking knows? Anyway, so this is Cancer. And I always said to myself, if I ever contracted cancer myself and died of cancer at my funeral, I want them to play this fucking track.
Don't tempt fate, you might get it.
No, well, I'm not tempting fate, but it can happen. And if it does, well, c'est la vie, as the French probably say, but with a better French accent than what I do. C'est la vie! That's quite a good French accent.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, cancer, and I would I wouldn't be able to get them because I wouldn't be there. I'll be in the fucking coffin. But I would want everybody to stand up and sing along to the chorus. And you guys can do that now. Listen to Cancer by Cancer, and I want you to scream the fucking chorus. Cancer.
Yeah, fuck you, Cancer.
Fuck you up the arse.
Not the band, but the illness.
I actually said that as well. If I ever had contracted cancer, I'd want to reform my band and do a cancer tribute, not cancer tribute, but a song. And I wanted to be what was the fucking lyrics going to be? Cancer, you fucking cunt. I wanted to write a song called Cancer, you fucking cunt.
Well, we can easily write a song.
And it goes, Cancer, you fucking cunt.
All right, can we just play the song now?
There you go.
Cancer, fucking Cancer by Cancer.
Yeah, awesome band.
As we said again, fuck you, Cancer. Not the band, we love the band, but
we love the band, we hate the disease. Didn't someone tell you that the song wasn't actually about the disease itself? It was about like the cancer of society. Yeah. So, but never mind. But fucking
but back in them days, metal bands were just thinking of the most shocking name ever, just to get record sales. So for example, like when you're young and in teen angst back in late 80s, 90s,
you want to be shocking.
Yeah, you want to find something shocking. So you go into a metal shop and then you don't, no matter what the fucking album looks like, you just see the name Cancer and you're like, whoa, this is some fucking sick shit. I'm getting this album.
A man with a machete in his head.
I'm getting this album, man.
Yeah, that's actually reminds me of something on Facebook the other day. I went to see a band called Pulmonary Fibrosis, which is like a horrible disease that children get and they die quite young. And one of my mates was like, "Oh, that's kind of disturbed me a bit. Am I getting old?" kind of thing. Which I suppose is a fair enough statement. But like I said, we sing heavy metal is about fucking death and destruction, and shit happens. This shit does happen, and we shouldn't be skinned about it. Yeah, it's reality. It's reality. It's fucking a harsh reality, but that's what fucking reality is.
Life goes on. Though.
Reality doesn't wipe your ass for you and fucking mop up your sick. Reality just fucking, I don't know, I'm talking bollocks now.
Yeah.
What we're going to play next?
Okay, now this song, again, as Grady said, heavy metal song. The song is called To the Last Breath. The band is called Snow White. Now, Snow White, if I'm correct, they're from USA, aren't they?
Yeah, they're an American band.
Yeah, I say
featuring the singer who became Ice Age singer later on.
Yeah. Well, this album is called Act of God, came out in late 80s, 88, 89. The song, so as I said, the song is called To the Last Breath, Snow White. And one more thing, I think there needs to be more female-fronted thrash bands, not enough.
Yeah, they've got a good range of singing, haven't they? They've got quite good voices. I've actually got a female thrasher to play later on in the show as well, so keep listening. Anyway, on with Snow White. Snow White, not Snow White, sorry.
To the Last Breath. No, that was To the Last Breath by Snow White from their Act of God album, and
that's one of the bands that I never caught. I've got one song of theirs on a compilation. That's what I call Thrash, Stars on Thrash, I think it was called. And yeah, and I quite like that song actually. But I never actually got around to buying any more of their stuff.
Well, as I was saying,
wasn't that the woman who went on to Ice Age, wasn't it?
Nope, you complete fuck up.
What? What do you mean?
No, Debbie Gunn, who later joined Ice Age, I think she was more essential in She was in early Snow White. This was
right. They ended up singing afterwards.
Yeah, Nicole Lee, who joined for this album.
Okay.
Debbie Gunn was also in Sentinel Beast and Ice Age.
Ice Age, right? Cool. Yeah, like you say, you don't get that many females in metal. Or
because
thrash.
I think
when you got the Mean Streak. We've got to play Mean Streak one day. We've not played them yet, have we?
The Wives of Dream Theater.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. That's fucking weird. It was, how many members of Dream Theater are married to members of Mean Streak?
About
then?
3 of them or something.
Really,
like
that's fucking weird, isn't it?
I don't know.
That's some crazy shit.
Well,
man.
whatever. They need to be motivated. I think Dream Theater need to be motivated by their wife. So
yeah, maybe. The shame Mean Streak can't go anymore. They were a good band. They could reform. Anyway, right, I'm gonna move because you played a female fronted thrasher. I'm going to play a female fronted thrasher as well. This is going back in time a bit. This is a girl called Christine Hell, and she was German. I think she was in America when she recorded this with a band Hell, or Christine Hell, I think they were called. And anyway, she come over to England for a while. She was in other bands that played at the Devil's Church, the Brain Dead Club back in the day. Yeah. She was in a band called the Sinister Urge for a while, and she was actually in what are they called? That band that's still going, Necrosadistic Goat Torture. Okay. She was in them for a while. Anyway, she left there. I'm not sure if she's doing anything musically at the moment, but it'd be good to see her back if she does get round to it, because she's a good musician and a good singer and a good guitarist and a nice person as well. So anyway, let's move on with this. This is Christine Hell taking off their little demo, which is called, if I can just barely well find it on my thing, Chair of Physiology. That's it. And the track I've chosen to play is called Marooned.
Never at the time for that. Season 40.
That was Maroon there by Christine Hell. Rather good little thrashy tune, I think you'll agree. And that was taken off their little 3-track demo called Chair of Physiology. I think that was the only release they ever had, actually, and I really like it. It's on my MP3 player to this day. I think it's a really, really cool little demo. So, what's on next, Mr. Fra?
Well, this is a bit unorthodox for me because I'm always the one playing thrash, death metal, maybe a bit of black from time to time, but
that's what you like, man.
No, I'm gonna go a bit of a slower route today. I'm gonna play a doom metal band.
Oh, unusual for you.
Well, traditional doom. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of like super slow doom. Really.
Right, you don't like your funeral doom. No,
Candlemass a funeral doom.
Well, not like real funeral doom bands. I mean, some of the, to be honest, I might play more doom myself if every song wasn't like 25 minutes long. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind playing some Bombagira, but they last forever.
Well, this is a band called Doomsword.
Right.
They're more of a they're recent-ish, but they've got the old traditional sound influenced by, your Candlemass and...
Yeah, they're like the kind of like heavy metal stroke doom, are they?
Yeah, but that's what you call traditional doom with the high-pitched vocals and stuff. So they're called Doomsword.
Nice heavy riffs.
Yep, this is from their album Resound the Horn, and the song is called For Those Who Died with a Sword in a Hand. For those who died with a sword in their hand by Doomsword from their Resound the Horn album, which came out, because I like to let you know on the year, in 2002, and they're from Italy.
Cool stuff, man. Cool stuff. Now, just thinking about that, people like died back in the Viking time. They died with a sword in their hand. They went to go to heaven and all that. And I think my mum should have died with her knitting needles in her hand because she loved her bloody knitting, and she could have gone to Valhalla or wherever, where there's an endless stream of knitting to be done.
Well. Let's just say that she's knitting in the afterlife right as we speak.
Definitely. And that's one thing I'm gonna miss. She won't be around to sew my patches on anymore, man.
My mum can do it. My mum can do it.
Yeah. I'll have to do my own patches as well.
My mum can do it.
No, she was fucking. I tell you what, Metalhead couldn't wish for a better mum.
I know, can't wish for anyone better. Alright, so I believe you got a band?
Oh yeah, it's my turn, sorry.
Yeah.
Right, let me move on.
Emotional, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit emotional. Right, let's move on then with let's just fuck the emotions, get rid of the emotions, let's get some fucking brutal blasting death metal, yeah? This is a band called Human Meat Blocks. Now, I don't know an awful lot about them, to be honest. I'm not sure how I got hold of their stuff. They think they sent it to me on MySpace. That's that long ago. I think he's an ex-member of a band called Throne of Nails, which people who were around in like early 2000s, late 90s, I'm not sure, would have seen them quite a lot on the London circuit. Anyway, this is a little album demo they brought out called Eat the Fetus, and it's full of like load of shit songs with shit in the title. Basically, they're just sick fuckers, but they're fucking good, man. I really would like to see them like play live or bring out something else. I really like this stuff, man. Anyway, this is called Shitbox. What a dainty little ditty. Okay then, that was Shitbox by Human Meat Blocks, taken off their little album called Eat the Fetus. That's quite hard to get hold of. I'm not sure if they actually sold it, if it was just MP3s that I managed to pick up. But anyway, Google them, check them out, find them. If you find out any information about them, or if you're in them, get in touch, man. Let us know if you've got any new stuff, because I fucking love that little... I think I only got about 5 songs, but they're all fucking real clunky, fucking brutal corkers, man.
Yeah.
They knock the fucking cobwebs out of your brain. They're fucking good stuff.
Alright. So I've got a band because it's over to me and my music taste is far superior. Nah, just joking, but that's besides the point.
Just because you don't know them.
No, I do. Well, never mind, fuck
you
it.
Don't know this band. That was a kind of blast from the past. The ultra rare gem from the underground.
Alright, so this is just as underground. They're called Gehenna, not to be confused with the black metal Gehenna without the H. This is Gehenna with the H at the end.
There's probably about 5 or 6 bands called Gehenna.
Some people, some people class them as black thrash, whatever.
Right.
But I'd just say they're punk. I call them punky thrash.
Yeah, I
think they are kind of black thrashy because the vocals are black metal style. But anyway, just besides the point, they were on the Headbangers Against Disco compilations back in the 1990s when I was a fucking toddler.
Yep.
I never really. The Headbangers Against Disco got me into quite a lot of new bands, so I thank Gray for showing me, playing the compilations to me.
Yep.
So yeah, this
some
is
of my proudest possessions, them little singles. They're quite rare, and the T-shirt is what I've got. I like wearing that one. It's got a fucking good picture on it, and it's just a funny Headbangers Against Disco is a funny concept. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, this band was Well, I mean, when people say that thrash metal was supposed to be dead in the mid-90s, they had about 3 albums around that time. So
yeah, they were part of a thrash revival, like
not a revival.
Yeah, it was kind of. There's another band called Inferno, who were a bit like them.
The load is Inferno.
Yeah, but that was like a little like thrash. Like I think that was kind of the kick-off maybe of the thrash revival. I'm not sure. There definitely was a time when that dirty thrash was coming back.
I think you could say there were thrash revivals in different places, and different sections at different times.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's beside the point. This is Gehenna. This is from their album Decibel Rebel, if I'm correct. Am I?
Decibel Rebel, is it?
Decibel Rebel, yeah, I hope that's right. And the song is called We Love Alcohol, which we can all relate to.
Who couldn't? Bloody hell, alcohol is good.
We Love Alcohol by Gehenna. Let's play the fucking song.
I fucking love alcohol, I do, man. It's fucking good, man.
I'm cunted, mate.
Mate, I'm fucking cunted, mate.
Alright, okay, no disrespect to Sonny Feetham who listens.
That was our little Sonny Feetham mashup there, because he's always cunted.
No disrespect to him.
And he loves alcohol, and who doesn't? Fucking most
So we
metalheads
love
do.
Alcohol by Gehenna. Good band.
Yep.
I think if I'm correct, they're from Sweden or...
Yeah.
Let's look up right now Metal Archive.
Yeah, we should.
You got Metal Archive.
You listen. I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll look them up while you distract the listeners by talking about something else while I quickly look it up, and we won't look like we're really.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Even though you can hear the fucking clicking on the keyboard right now.
Yeah. I can't remember how to spell Gehenna.
Alright, so I like alcohol. Do you like alcohol? Do any of our
Yes,
podcasts like alcohol?
I bet
Sweden,
some of them
yes,
do.
I'm right. Yes, I've got the guess right. Woohoo! And
Yes,
it's from
we knew that really.
And it says on Metal Archive that they're black thrash metal, so let's go with it.
Yep.
And it's from their, guess what year it is? 1997 album called Decibel Rebel or
Decibel Rebel
whatever.
from 97.
I don't know the pronounced shit
And
sometimes.
it says Gehenna were the founding fathers of the legendary Headbangers Against Disco campaign.
Yes, they were.
That's cool. I've got the Headbangers Against Disco t-shirt, one of my favourite t-shirts, man. It's cool. Anyway, we already spoke about that, didn't we? We all love alcohol, and yes, my mum loved alcohol as well. She made some nice alcohol as well, quite often.
Yep.
She did a nice bit of homebrew that I got fucking wankered on more than once.
I never drunk that stuff at Greyfest because obviously if I did, my mum would probably kill me, and she'll probably kill you as well.
My mum did some awesome fucking homebrew, man.
Well, I hope my mum can make some homebrews in the future.
Yeah,
so I can get Sonny Feethamed. Yeah,
Sonny Feethamed.
Inside jokes. No disrespect, Sonny. I hope you don't. Get angry at us.
That's what I was thinking about it the other day. Actually, I was thinking if I ever get really, really depressed, or if I was like terminally ill and I wanted to end it all, I would choose death by drinking with Sonny Feetham. I would go on a drinking cruise, not a cruise, but I'd go to one of his fucking nights out where he's getting wankered, and I would try and keep up with him, and I'd be dead but happy by the end of the morning. That's what I reckon. Death by Sonny Feetham drinking. That's how I'm going to go. If I... No, I'm not.
No, I don't want to do it. No, because out on the streets, I like to drink civilised.
True.
I
like to drink civilised out of a china cup with my little finger in there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like to drink out the streets like where you can get fucked up or anything like that.
I would be too worried, man. I'd be worried to fucking fall under a bus or something if I got fucking wankered on the street.
Anyways, let's shut up about it and the first song.
We've gone off on a tangent, haven't we?
Yeah.
Right, anyway, that was Gehenna. We're moving on now. We're moving on to a band off another compilation. We had the Headbangers Against Disco we were just talking about. This is a UK compilation that actually made me realise that fucking thrash was back in a big way. When Baggers and Thrash, I saw it online. I thought, Baggers and Thrash, there's that many thrash bands around now, is there? And it was like, oh fuck me, the thrash revival has fucking finally got here. I was always talking about there's got to be a thrash revival when I was doing my fanzine. Please let there be a thrash revival. And no, there wasn't many bands around. There was Cause and Effect who did thrash, and then there was a band called Attica who I may play on here one day.
But that was UK.
No, Attica was a American band, I think.
Well,
but there was very little going on at that time. But when I saw this, that's when I realised that thrash was back. When I saw Bangers and Thrash. And what was the name of that record label? I can't remember what it's called.
There are loads here, eh?
Yeah, no, but the actual Bangers and Thrash came out on.
I don't know the fucking.
I can't remember now, but it was also involved with the UK Thrash forum as well, wasn't it? I think it was Resilience Records. Something like that. I can't remember.
We'll look into it.
Yeah, that UK Thrash forum as well is really dead nowadays, which is sad because it's quite good.
The UK Thrash scene was a stronger and more of an exciting force back then than it is now. No disrespect to anyone.
Yeah, maybe it's waning a little.
And if Head Trip hears this is not just London. This is the whole UK.
Yeah, you think there are still plenty of good bands. But a lot of the bands from this have actually finished now. There are still new bands emerging, but some of them that started when the revival started have now finished.
Yeah, if our podophiles don't mind a bit of more waffling, I mean, people say that's the second wave of thrash metal, but no, not the second wave. Sorry, the third wave of thrash metal, obviously, because second wave was supposed to be in like fucking mid '80s or late '80s or something like that.
God knows.
But I always thought that after the Bangers and Thrash era, which was let's say 2006 to 2008 or something, I always thought there was a fourth wave of UK thrash after where younger
new bands influenced by those bands come up.
Younger bands cropped up where the other bands disappeared. But let's say when Damnaz, so Sick to Death,
and I'm glad to see really that
where they all disappeared.
It doesn't seem to nowadays, I don't think, to be any majorly big scene. Every scene seems to be on the same. You've got loads of great death metal bands, loads of great thrash bands, loads of great black metal bands. There's no sort of big upcoming thing which has displaced anything. Like, for example, thrash was there, and it just kind of displaced the traditional heavy metal, kind of power metal, and everyone that became really popular. Then you got death metal came in, thrash metal was on the wane, death metal came in, black metal came in, usurped the death metal role in the scene. But now I think all the genres are in the scene working simultaneously, and people can go from one to the other and go and see what they like.
Living in peace and tranquility.
Yeah, and I'm glad we got no fucking new metal or fucking grunge coming up. Those fucking shit die like you fucking should have done. Emo can fucking
let's
fuck itself to death.
Let's play the band now.
Yeah, but actually, sorry, I don't even consider the band is yet. This is kind of like a punky thrash band called Sick to Death.
And oh my god, I did not know they had a fucking song out.
They got the song on the Bangers of Fresh, and this was we've seen them a few times in the scene, and they were pretty cool. And this is Anti-War
by Sick to Death.
Okay, yeah, that was Sick to Death there, and that was a little song from them, taken off the Bangers and Fresh compilation. That was called Anti-War. I think they may have split up because there was the singer was quite ill for a while, wasn't he?
Wasn't it cancer as well?
Yeah, I'm not sure what he had, to be honest, but yeah, it was his name Caps, Steve Caps or something?
Christopher Caps.
Christopher Caps, right, yeah. I have not seen him around. Hopefully he's well at the moment, but maybe I don't think Sick to
he's
Death
still alive, so...
I'm pretty sure that Jamie, who's now the singer in Amulet, used to be in Sick to Death. I'm sure he was on bass or something like that.
I'm not too sure.
Just now, I've got a little fucking inkling in the back of my pathetic brain.
Well, I do know that Jamie was around in the UK thrash scene a lot back in the day before going on to classic metal.
Yeah, Jamie was he put some great bands on as well. I remember he put FKU on in the UK as well. It's a shame he's not doing gigs anymore, to be honest. He put
We're still around.
As well.
He still gets around.
And they've just been signed, they've just been signed, haven't they? You was making a point the other day that a few bands that we've featured have now been signed. Nothing to do with us, of course, although we'd like to say it was.
Nope, it's our magic touch.
Yeah, definitely our magic touch.
The record labels listen to our podcast and be like, yes, we're going to sign them, we're going to sign them. Shrapnel, Short Sharp Shock.
Yeah, excellent.
And
can't wait to hear that.
Have all been signed, so please.
Can't wait to hear new albums by them.
To this label, this is a serious, do not modernise Amulet, because Amulet's appeal is to be old school and dirty and raw.
And can I just say to all them bands and all their labels, if you want to send us promos, if you happen to have any spare promos knocking around and you want to send them to us, feel free. We won't say no. We'll be quite happy to see any promos. Unless
it's metalcore, deathcore. If it's metalcore, deathcore, we'll politely tell you to fuck off.
Yeah, we'll politely tell you to shove it up your own arses. And talking about the magic touch that we have on this show, Mr. Farr keeps trying to give me his magic touch, and I keep having to slap his wrist and say, "No, Mr. Farr, you keep your magic touch to yourself, young man. I'm not that kind of boy,
It's cool. Oh, never mind. Anyways, I think it's my band now, isn't it?
I have completely forgotten because we've been talking waffle. No, it's definitely your band.
Yes, my band, and I haven't even thought it through. So
what are you going to play for us?
So I'm just going to do my ip-dip-do thing.
Ip-dip-do.
Ip-dip-do. A doggy done a poo. Cat rolled in, so out goes you. So this band is called Mutilator.
Cool.
They're part of the old South American scene, like when the South American death scene or death thrash scene or whatever.
Right.
Because I truly believe that they were the true pioneers of thrash and death. Not thrash and death, sorry.
What kind
of black metal.
What kind of era are you talking about?
What do you mean?
What years? Kind of 90s or
no, like early
80s? Right. Cool.
Bands like Volcano.
So they're one of the early bands from that area then.
Not really, because this album came out in 1987 actually. But
That's quite
I think
early.
it started around that time.
Yeah,
but not the earliest.
No, but it's quite early though. Yeah,
I mean,
that's one of the bands. It's one of the Mutilator. It's one of them names. You think Mutilator? I've heard the name, but is it that I can't remember if I actually heard them before or not. But yeah,
they were like the lesser known bands, just like MX.
Yeah, there's just so many fucking
MX,
bands out there, you can't hear them all.
Volcano we saw live actually.
Oh, they were fucking awesome when we saw them. Like, to tell the truth, that was one of them bands. I read the albums of people. I listened to them a few times. Thought, yeah, they're okay, but never really caught my attention that much. But when we saw them live that time at the Underworld, they fucking blew me away, man. They were really classy live, and they looked like a bunch of old fellas, which is probably what they are.
I mean, they're veterans.
Yeah,
but they still played. But they were probably more lively than fucking 20-year-olds.
They kicked ass live. I wouldn't hesitate to see them again if they came over.
I believe they must have split up ages ago.
Yeah.
I do hope that they get back together, and do a gig or a few gigs.
Yeah,
I'm not
cool.
Sure, but okay. So this is Mutilator. This is from their album Immortal Force, and the song is called Memorial Stone Without a Name.
Scan your soul, you can this power. This is your mind, you made it right. I'm gonna get them, you're telling you that. Not enough, not enough. You're going to lie. Everything is alright. Your business is alright. I'll do it.
Memorial Stone Vital Name by Mutilator from their 1987 album Immortal Force. Get your hands on that release because it is a fucking slept on gem.
Yeah.
It's as I said, it's a part of them old South American stuff. Sort of the early, sort of like the style that Sepultura started off before they became big.
The South American fans are fucking crazy as well, aren't they? They're fucking crazy. They're crazy fuckers, South Americans.
I mean, they know their fucking metal. They bring the dirtiness and rawness. I mean, especially even bands like Necroizer come around all South American heritage coming into the UK and saying, hey you fucking lazy cunts, this is how we do it.
Yeah, and the fans are fucking so staunch about their metal as well. They fucking love their metal.
And they're some of the nicest people I've ever met as well.
Cool. Anyway, I'm going to move on now. I'm going to go back in the past again. Now, last week on the show, played a tune by oh fuck it, I had it in my brain a second ago. Now I can't bloody remember. Anyway, I'll talk to you about it afterwards. But this is a band called Mourn, and it's taken off the album of the same name, and the track is called Through These Eyes. They're another female-fronted band, but like of a doomy nature.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll talk to you about what I was going to say when I remember it between songs.
Through your eyes.
Okay, that was Through These Eyes by Morn. And I remember now what I wanted to say before when I was introducing the track is that last week we played Blood Island Raiders, and that's got the guitarist who's also in Age of Taurus, which we will play on our show one day when I get the CD. Promo if you've got one. Anyway, and this was his previous band, Morn, who used to play in London.
Who was the guy's name again?
Alistair something
Riddle.
or other. Oh yeah,
The one with the lovely beard.
yes, he has a formidable beard.
Better than yours.
He has a beard which causes me to be envious every time I see it.
Yeah, I mean, if you grew your beard the way he did, then your beard would be at least
my beard is
respectable.
shit. I can't fucking grow it. It's just like a big pubic fanny on my face.
Well,
I've
why
got
don't
a
you-
70s porn muff on my face.
Why don't you style it the way he does, like in like them fucking fashion
Because I'm
hairdressers? Yeah, the Alistair Riddle style.
Yeah, I'll
beard.
go into the hairdressers and to the barber and say, "Can I have an Alistair Riddle, please?" No, I don't think I will. Anyway, well, you look, stop talking rubbish and you tell me what you're going to play next. I'll tell the Podophiles. You're listening to High Speed Hangover podcast. Thank you, Podophiles.
A thrash band that was a part of the first wave of what I like to call the Resurgence.
Right.
They are from the US of A. I believe. Yeah,
I thought it was either from USA or South America.
that was mutilated. This one's from the USA.
Oh, I thought Merciless Death was South America for some reason.
Nope.
Have they got South American people in it, or like Mexicans in it, or something like that? Sort of, yeah.
Yeah, but they're from.
Yeah.
I think they're from. Yeah, America.
They're from America,
not
though, right?
Texas.
No.
Not Texas again.
Shocking.
Sorry, Texans, but
We have to get the Texan band for next show.
I believe they did split a few years ago. Shame, because they were, when I was getting into like the newer thrash, they were literally my favourite. No disrespect to Gamma Bomb, Evo,
Right.
any of them, but or fucking Bonnie by Blood or whatever. I just heard Merciless Death and I just went fuck all them bands.
Right.
This is where it's at.
So you like
So
them?
it's a shame, but I wish. I mean, they could have had a strong career. I mean, people rip on them for sounding too samey, like really samey to like because they're influenced by early Slayer, like Sodom,
Right.
sort of what I like to call the evil thrash metal.
Right.
So as I said, they're called Merciless Death. The album's called Evil in the Night, which came out in 2006. Yes, I love to make my podophiles feel like idiots by informing them on the air.
Right.
Anyway,
Fair enough.
back to business.
I'm assuming that they're taking their band name from the
Dark
old
Angel.
Dark Angel song, which is that's a wicked song as well.
The song is called Slaughter Lord.
Hiroshima command.
Slaughterlord by Merciless Stapp from their Evil in the Night album.
Excellent.
Fucking excellent track. So
Good old thrash.
What I really love is the tone of the drums. The tone of the drums is actually really... I mean, I can't describe it, but it's just a really good pounding sound. I just like, fucking hell. I mean, it's not like Gene, no disrespect to the drummer, it's not Gene Hoglan, but the tone of it and just the way it sounds is just
good. You like it, man.
I love
resonates in your soul.
Yeah,
Resonates in your fresh soul.
The guitar riffs are very good and the singing, everything. I just love them to bits and still shame they split up, but oh well, you don't get everything you want in life. So
no, that's a shame. There's always new bands coming in, becoming your new favourites as well, I suppose. Well, this band now I'm going to play for you is I haven't got an awful lot of information with them, to be honest.
Isn't it near the end of the show, though? I think this
is my last one. This is my last one for this show, and which has been in memory of my beloved mother. And wherever you are, I love you. I always will.
Hope you enjoyed the show.
Yeah. Right, let's move on. Anyway, this is a band called Enthroned, and it's not the black metal Enthroned, who I think from Belgium. This is an American band called Enthroned. And what happened, when I was doing my fanzine years ago, I got like a compilation, like basically a tape promo sent to me of about 4 different bands on or something. Right. And one of them was this band, Enthroned, and I thought they were fucking excellent, actually. All the bands on that were quite good. And as soon as I got my tape converter to MP3, I made sure this was one of the first ones that I did, because I think this is really good. This is taken off their little EP called Thy Flesh Consumed, and this track is called Liquefied. Now, apparently, I can't remember what they're called, but they changed their name. They've got a new name now. They're still going. I can't remember what the name is, but I tried bidding on one of their things on eBay to see if I could get it, but I missed on that bid. But I've got to make sure I try and track them down, the new band. Anyway, I'm talking waffle. Right, Enthroned from USA with Liquefied. Okay then, that was rather good, wasn't it? That's from 1996. I told you it's quite a long time ago. Taken off Thy Flesh Consumed, and that was Enthroned. And I've just looked it up, and they're a band. They changed their name to, it's quite a bit of a mouthful, Psyspheria. P-S-Y, oh, that's probably Psyspheria. So look them up. If you get a chance, buy their stuff. If you like what you just heard of that. And I've got to buy their stuff because I liked it.
Yeah.
I'm talking waffle again. Anyway, I think we're at the end of the show now. Only missed one song left to go. Mr. Fra, what are you going to play for us today?
Well, since this was a tribute show, obviously, and a lot of the bands were about death, I want to just lighten up things because metal can be about comedy as well.
Yeah.
You've got to have comedy in metal. If there isn't comedy in metal, metal will be shit.
Metal is life, man, and it reflects every aspect of life if you think about it. There's fun bands, there's doomy bands, there's happy, freshy bands.
Now, help me pronounce this. Jowdaboeth or
Jowdaboeth. I think it's Jowdaboeth. It could be Jowdaboeth, I'm not sure, but I always thought it was Jowdaboeth.
Jowdaboeth. All right, whatever they're called. Now, apparently Gray knew one of the members.
Well, kind of, yeah. What's his... I can't remember. You had to put me on the spot. Something... James Fogarty, that's it. He used to be in Ericite, who I interviewed once for one of my fanzines, and I believe this is his baby as well, Jowdaboeth.
Well, they are fucking brilliant. Now, we'll look into the album after this, because I'm not going to let Greg go through Metal Archives again, because that would just fucking awkward.
Yeah, we will have to look for it while the song's playing, you're right.
No, we're never... I mean, for the ones who haven't heard the song, we're not always the spoilers to say what the song sounds like. We just want to hear it, but this song is actually so funny. It's like it's got the Enter Sandman riff, but they had the Enter Sandman sort of style by Metallica, Enter Sandman.
Yeah.
And then it's got and then it combines the EastEnders theme in the chorus. But since it's done by Jowdaboeth, hopefully we won't get a lawsuit from Lars Ulrich or anyone from the EastEnders company.
No, true.
Imagine that as a thought. Metallica and EastEnders joining together to sue us.
That would be awkward. That would be very awkward.
That would be
We'd have to change our names and move to South America or something to avoid it.
Or Texas.
Yeah, Texas.
Okay, fuck that shit. Okay, so they're called Jowdaboeth, and go back to there. The song is called "The Wailing Witch of Mousselcombe."
Mousselcombe.
Have I pronounced it right? Whatever.
I have no idea. Mousselcombe.
Funny band. Listen to it.
complex walls and haunted halls, lying beyond the foreboding gates. Her own reflection is the best attack. Her ugly mush doth push her back. But there's a way to escape her wrath by following the knightly chivalrous path. Beware the wailing witch of Moscow. Her spells invoke your doom. She's coming to get you. Beware the wailing witch of Moscow. And if you're a sinner, she'll lead you for dinner.
That was Jalda Boeth from the United Kingdom, if I'm correct.
Believe so.
West Sussex, it says on the Metal Archives.
Right.
And the song was called The Wailing Witch of Millscombe.
Wailing Witch of Millscombe.
I haven't pronounced it right, but
yeah.
And the shocking thing is, I hope maybe Metal Archives might be bluffing a bit, or maybe it's true, but this is a song isn't even from an album. We looked into both of their albums and it wasn't there, so I think it was just a single.
He is recording at the moment, so I'm sure it's not an early track from them. When did you get it?
I just got it from YouTube Download. I hope
just recently, just very, very recently.
Yeah.
So it could be that it's one of the ones coming off the upcoming album.
Callum actually played the song to me
because I'm pretty sure. Oh, did it a year ago? Okay, so it's not off an upcoming album. Then maybe it's a single or something. But anyway,
whatever. It's a good song, and if you did hear it, it's kind
of like Monty Python mixed with
combined
medieval and
yeah. So I hope so. So they'll appreciate it because they are funny men.
Right. Okay, then that's the end of the show.
A mixture of Metallica and EastEnders in one song. You never think that. Metallica and EastEnders. Just visualise that.
I'm thinking of Acid Drinkers. They did a good cover of Seek and Destroy. Like a kind of... It was just a weird one.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Right, so...
Goodbye.
No, we're not going yet.
Okay, we're not going yet.
So, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Now, obviously, the show was a tribute to Gray's mum. It was a tribute. We all very miss her. So, yeah. We all miss her dearly and hope that she's still here with us, no matter what. We're all deeply affected by this. But as everyone says, life goes on and the show must go on. So we did this show today just as out of pure tribute. Yeah. Way before our deadline. So this Sunday you're not going to get any episodes. You're going to have to wait and be patient until next Sunday.
Yeah. You've had an early one this time, though.
Fair, our mentality is we're not going to demand you to like share it on a constant basis or anything like that. I mean,
but do anyway.
But nah. All we could ask is just you to listen and hopefully pay your respects to a.
I would ask everyone to raise their drinking horns to my mum in Woolly Haller and and have a good drink and say, big up, Gray's mum.
The knitting machine.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Okay, so rest in peace to the knitting machine. We'll miss you. Love you dearly.
Yeah.
Mwah. Now, so that was the end of the episode 13. Well, some say unlucky 13, but we called it a good 13 because it was it was shorter than most of our ones that we've done recently.
Yeah, apart from the waffle.
It was sweet. So
short and sweet.
Well, except for our random bullshit chats as always.
Yeah, we've really waffled a lot on this one, I've got to say.
So we'd like to thank everyone who's shown their support, and everyone who never even knew Gray's mum, who just or not even known Gray and just commented on the podcast saying send our best. We thank you all. So
cheers, folks.
So I hope you stay for a good another amount of episodes. We'll do one next, not this Sunday coming
Thanks
up.
Thanks to everyone in our extended metal family.
All our metal family, stay strong, unite, and see you later.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, that Jail the Both song went out to Callum.
And also, next week, we're going to dedicate to Elric. He's not dead or nothing. We're just going to bother him like we have been doing.
One more thing.
Yeah.
Reading is from Berkshire.
Yeah.
Goodbye.